That's right. Another Drinks Towards by, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it?
Woo!
It's
What
been
up?
it's been forever and a day.
It's been 2 weeks, which is a lot less than it has been.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it'll be our last one for a couple weeks because I'm going out of town again.
Okay. And where are you going? Any place fun?
I will be going to Denver. It will be my first time in the city of Denver. I've stopped in their airport many a time, but I've never gotten out of the airport. This will be the first time getting out of the airport. Uh, I'm going for a convention, medical convention, and then I will be going straight from Denver to Austin, Texas.
All right. Sounds like fun. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Austin city limits.
Is traveling fun and is work travel fun? I guess is the question.
It depends on the work, I would assume. I mean, I enjoy it. I've told you many a time. I think I've said this on here many times. I can't go back and work in an office. I can't do customer service the way they had me do it. Where like I'm on a clock and everything. I like to be able to walk around. I like to meet people. You know, I don't mind a 12, 14-hour day. Because I feel like I'm getting paid what I'm worth for that at that point.
I mind a 12, 14-hour day. I mind anything after 4 hours. Anything after 4 hours is too much for me. like, like you guys can't figure this shit out by yourself. Like, come on. You know? That's just me. I don't like to work, I'm one of those people. I I'm cursed with my good looks and not being a rich millionaire.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, cursed is you. And I'm sorry. I mean, I guess some people don't see it the way I see it. You handsome devil, you.
Let me know if you think I'm a handsome devil. Email us, drinkswordsby at gmail.com. And, first we'll test and see if that works because no one ever emails us.
No,
Uh, or slide in the DM. People sometimes slide in the DM from time to time. But it's only after we post like a clip or something from the show. And if you haven't followed us on the Instagram, just follow us. We post a clip usually when there's a show, and that's Drinks Towards By as well, is our at handle on Instagram. So go ahead and check us out there. For more information, log on to drinkswordsby.com, and there'll be banners that you can click on, a donation button, if you will, if
if you will.
you'd like to donate. But on to the
Please,
point.
please, will. Please, will.
And what do we have in today for drinks?
I'm having the old H2O. I'm doing the water thing. I'm trying to because I haven't worked in over a month. I've been lazy, so over the next several days, before I head out, I'm gonna try to get like steps in, cleanse the old body because it does wear on you to be out of town, living out of a hotel for like basically for 3 weeks. The next 3 weeks, I'll be living at a hotel. Come next week.
Wow. And I myself, I got this. I think I've had it before on here. It's Rest
Yeah,
in Peach Liquid Death. I like flavored water, flavored, you know. Oh, that's good. I love peach. Peach and mango are my two faves.
hmm.
What are you?
I enjoy a peach. I can do any fruit. Well, I can't say that. Uh, I enjoy peach. Don't go out of my way for it. I enjoy mango. Don't go out of my way for it. I had a banana earlier today. Uh, the wife has made a beet juice that includes beets, watermelon, banana, strawberry, and blueberry. Uh, you know, to go with that whole cleanse I was talking about earlier. So I've had some stomach issues to help. The juice helps move things along, if you will.
Yeah, banana as a flavor can only go in like something creamy, whether it's a shake or like some sort of juice. Like I don't think I could drink a banana water flavor or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with you there. It's probably why they don't do it. I don't think I've ever seen. It's not like a standalone flavor fruit,
Right.
you know.
It always has to be paired with something else, right?
Yeah, I do love me a strawberry banana shake or smoothie.
The
You
classic.
know, those are it's a good pairing.
Yeah. Much like us, I should say. Uh Me and you got to spend some time together with no cameras. There was no
No
cameras.
cameras, no cameras. No, no, no.
No.
It was an honor. It was an honor of Dr. Marco.
Yeah, we were there at the Cove, and it was on a football Sunday. It was the first football Sunday of the year, and I get it. Dr. Marco wasn't really into sports per se,
Yeah,
so it's not like they were thinking of that anyway. But my team already played, so for me, it wasn't all that bad to go on a Sunday and
yeah.
this is kind of like the first kind of games of the year. Um, what was it like for you? You got to see the did you get to see your game?
I did. I went to downtown LA. You know, me and my friend Elwin, we have a standing uh dates the first football of the year. The first opening weekend, that Sunday we get together. You know, through hell or high water, if people join us or not, it's just, you know, it's just a thing that we do now. It's kind of something I look forward to. Like I don't know if it's so much the football, but it's just the idea of like, you know that you're going to see your friend and you're going to get to hang out. I got to see my Browns fucking shank the shit out of the game, miss a PAT and a fucking field goal attempt within fucking 40 yards. Sorry, I'm being bitter right now. Um, but overall, you know, it was good. And then came back on the way back, got to see you, Mo, respect, you know, Marco and everything. So it was a good Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. It was good seeing everybody else as well. That day was an odd day for many reasons, paying respects and whatnot. But I know you're not a concert guy or anything like that. But
No,
um, there was during that week, Oasis. I don't know if you're familiar with this band or not. Um, they were playing the Hollywood Bowl. I'm
yeah, we
sorry,
had
the
discussed
Rose Bowl.
the Rose Bowl. We had discussed that you were not going to go originally because you didn't want to pay the ticket prices.
Right. Ticket prices were $250 for nosebleeds. Um, and so I was like, I can't do it. So then when I walked in for the memorial, um, I ran into I ran into Maria, and she's a bartender there at the Cove, and she's like, "Yeah, did you see that the tickets right now are going and they dropped tremendously." And I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Let me look." And so I found nosebleeds for $75. And it was that
Much more
day,
reasonable.
way more reasonable. And I was like, "You know what? I could do this." But parking, I was not looking forward to it. And I guess the Rose Bowl can pack 90,000 people. It's a lot of people. It's a
A
lot
lot
of
of
crowd.
people.
So I was like, so right after the service, it was 4:30 and parking opened up at around 5. So I was like, if I get there early, I can hopefully get a I don't know why. I'm like, maybe I'll get a parking spot. I don't know. So I drove there, took me about 45 minutes. Traffic was horrible. And I got there, got the parking, and then I just had to hang out for like 2 hours. The venue didn't open up until like 6:30 or something like that. So I was just kind of like hanging around, walking, taking my time, and the lines to get in were ridiculous. Were ridiculous. And I get it.
Well, I mean,
Everybody got to get searched and whatnot. Um, so I was like, well, I guess for the next 2 hours, I'm just gonna be in this line or whatever. So I finally get in, and I'm like, let me buy some merch. Well, the thing about that is, I waited an hour to get to the merch table, and there was this jacket. And by the way, merch, it is expensive. The shirts were going for no less than $75, right?
Oh, it's a
For
T-shirt.
for an Oasis shirt. But there was a jacket there that I really like those Adidas track jackets.
Hmm.
Those are amazing, and I have one or two of them. And I was like, "Oh man, this Oasis jacket would be nice." I think it was going for like $150. And I was like, "Fuck it." I'm like, I'm gonna get one." So I wait in line for like at least an hour. I missed the first act, which I'm fine with. The opening act, I'm always like, ah, whatever, you
Yeah,
know. But I finally get there, and I was like, I would like one medium jacket, and they're like, sorry, we're out, and they're like, all we have is 2X. They're like, we're kind of, and I'm like, I can't fit into 2X. I was like, as much as I would love to buy a 2X, I can't fit in
yeah,
that. But they sold a bunch of stuff the day before because I was at the second show, so it was slim pickings on what they had,
I
and I
gotcha.
and I was just like, I'm not buying anything. Then I was pissed. I was like, I waited
You
like an
spent an hour. Yeah,
just just to get denied, just to get denied. So then I went online and I'm looking. I'm like, well, maybe I could buy it online on their merch store. Nope, sold out. So I'm like, so now I had to wait. So I don't know if I told you this or not, or you were next to me, but I ran into Vanessa. She's a regular at the Cove when I was there, and we're talking about tickets, and she's like, "Oh, why don't you just buy the cheapest ticket and move down to another seat?" And I go, "Well, I'm like, I have a huge fear. I'm like, I'm a ticket person. Whatever seat I get, I always go to. Are you like that as well, or do you?"
I am. I mean, that's what I got. I mean, I go with the assumption that it's going to be full, so I have to go to my seat. I don't try to beat the system, because I was like, if I would have shelled out the money for a better ticket, then I'd get a better ticket, a better seat. But I go to the seat that I purchased
Yes, you are a rule follower, right? Somewhat when it comes to tickets.
because I have to because I enforce the rules and stuff like that. Like if I work in a venue, I go, man, this ain't your seat. I gotta go. So I can't do it to myself.
If you are not a rule follower, email us. I'd love to hear why. Streetswordsby@gmail.com. So I get there, and dude, when I say I'm at the top last seat in the house, I am literally the Rose Bowl goes up 77 flights of stairs, right? I was number 77. I had to walk up, like, I shit you not, at least 50 flights of stairs just to get to my seat. And I was fucking exhausted. I thought I was in shape, but 50 rows of seats will tell you otherwise.
Dude, stairs are no joke. I mean, everybody's in shape until you have to climb up some stairs. Like, oh,
I know, I know. Which reminds me of for all those uh that have been impacted by 9/11. I know there's firefighters that will do all those flights of stairs as a as a way to honor their fallen brethren. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't do that. And so I have even much more respect for those people that go and do that on 9/11, which we'll get into in just a moment. But so I'm there, Cage the Elephant comes on. They're killer. And the funny thing about Cage the Elephant was they're a band that you're like, "Oh yeah, 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 I know that yeah, they're cool." But then you hear a song, you're like, "Wait a minute. I know that song." And then there's another song plays, wait a minute. I know that song. And then you're like, wait a minute. And then you're like, "Oh my god, I think I've been a closet Cage the Elephant fan this entire time." Like, I didn't know, like, I was just like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that they did that song. I forgot that they did that song." And so I had a great time. And so while all this was happening, there was a guy that was coming and talking to random people up in the nosebleeds. And then he was whisking them away. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is fucking interesting. I'm like, is he stealing people? Like, what the fuck is going on, right?
Is he ice?
Is he ICE? You exactly, because I saw no forms of identification coming out, and I left all my forms out, and I did something I never should have done, but I did. Was I don't know if you know this, but your phone can act as like your like debit card, right?
Yeah.
No,
Hmm.
first time trying it, I'm like, why don't I just do it on my phone and test it out at this venue? Mistake number one for me. Okay. I am not that technologically advanced to do this.
I
Or
failed. I think I'm gonna beg to differ, considering that you run our fucking our podcast.
it's called irony, David.
Owning technology before 2010.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. This is sheer witchery. So like there I am, and I'm trying to buy stuff, and I should have just brought my card just in case. And it's not taking my phone, and it's like my phone's asking me to like put in a code. I'm like, why am I putting a code if you're unlocked? You know what I mean? And it's me.
Yeah.
Like, this is so stupid. I got pretty frustrated, but after like 20 attempts each time, I'm like, is this it? Everyone makes it seem like they just touch it and then they walk away. Whereas me, I'm like banging it, moving it to the side. People are like, oh, you have to stand like a little bit to the right of this thing and see this little mark. You got to do this. And it's ridiculous. But I was able to get a coffee and a water, and that was it. That was gonna be my drink of choice for this concert. But anyway, I had no ID on me. So finally, KG outfit's done, and the guy comes to me finally, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this all about? You know? And he goes, hey, would you like to be upgraded for the show? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, and then he goes, okay, did you come with anyone? And I'm like, no, just me. Like, just one
Hmm.
ticket. He's like, one ticket? I'm like, yes, one ticket. He goes, everybody, he's a loner. He only needs one ticket. This guy, right? And I'm like, really? That didn't happen, but that's how it felt. That's how it felt.
Yeah. Oh, I thought when you said it, I was like, that's fucked up. But he's like, I'm still getting upgraded, right?
So he gives me the ticket. And what do you think the upgrade was?
From 77 to 57.
You are not that far off, but far off. It was from 77 to 7.
Wow.
Is
Very
that
nice.
is that not an upgrade or what?
That is an upgrade.
Yeah. And nobody went to these seats apparently. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but nobody was at these seats. So I had like half the seats to myself.
Well,
And
I mean, I can only assume that what it was those seats weren't purchased, and then when they realized that they have to front fill the fucking venue so it looks like it's more sold out, like come on here. So
literally the happiest day of my life because all my fears came true. You know what I mean? Whereas like if I had never gone to my seat and just stayed there, this would have never happened. I would have never gotten bumped up to these fantastic seats. And
yeah, because had you tried to sneak down earlier, then you wouldn't you maybe got to 57, but here you are at
yeah,
7.
exactly. And I was really happy and just like, yeah. So then I was like, okay, I don't know if you do this or not, but I was like, I gotta go use the restroom before they come on. And so I went to go use the restroom, and then I come out and I'm like, I still got some time before they come on. Let me wait next to the restroom just to get it all out. So I was standing there just in case I had to go because I wanted to do one last uh, restroom break so I could catch the entire show. And as I'm sitting there waiting for the second urge to urinate, who comes walking right by me? But you'll never guess.
No,
I'll
I
give you a
mean
hint. I'll give you a hint.
Halle Berry again.
I wish. I wish. I wish. No. Let's see. Uh, do you know anything about a white wedding?
Fucking Billy Idol past you.
Billy Idol fucking starts walking right by me, and it was so fucking surreal because like he had security, but they weren't dressed as security, but
Yeah.
they were walking like around him, like
Hmm.
you know what I mean? But it didn't look like they were like the way they did it really felt natural. You know, where it's like you kind of didn't seem like security, kind of seemed like he was walking alone, but like they were just spread enough apart to it was like the flying V formation in Mighty Ducks. You know what I mean? I was like, he's gonna get a goal.
He's gonna
And
fucking knuckle puck this right
yeah,
now.
and as he's walking right by me, and it's so funny, he's in all red, like I'm talking the jumpsuit red that Eddie Murphy wore for like Raw. He's
Yeah.
in like that red, and his hair's all spiky, looking super Billy Idol, super Billy
Super
Idol,
Billy.
super Billy. And as he's walking, I was gonna say hi to him, but I go, if I say hi to him, people are then because everybody was in their own fucking world. The gift and the curse about this thing called the phone is people aren't fucking paying attention.
Yeah.
And everybody there was like on their phone, not paying attention. He was just fucking walking by, just you know what I mean? And I wasn't on my phone. I was just fucking like, you know, I was just waiting for my fucking innards to say, okay, let's take another leak. But um anyway, so and I was like, you know what? I was like, as much as I want to say hi to him, I'm not. I'm just
You're not
gonna
gonna blow up his spot.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just gonna let him go because I know what's gonna happen. The moment I say hello to him, he is gonna tell me that he listens to our pod and that he wants to take a photo with me. And then people are gonna want to start wanting to take photos of me. And then I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
just click
guys,
the
guys.
subscribe button. Just click the subscribe
This is
button.
this is for Oasis, not me. Yeah, I would just hit him with like, "Hey, I loved you in The Wedding Singer," and just like leave it at that. Like,
Yes,
that's what you
yes.
chose. Yeah, you gotta get obscurity.
I don't know. I mean, it was funny because I just saw the Wedding Singer a couple days ago. It was playing on TV, and you know that the Wedding Singer is the perfect. Just you have nothing on, and it doesn't matter even where you are in that
You know,
movie.
as I just need, as long as I get to see, it's a coon. That's my line.
Oh, it's
Coon.
cool.
It's my line. That whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So that already made my, you know, I mean, from getting upgraded to then seeing Billy Idol, you know, and it's funny because I've worked with Billy Idol before. You know, I've worked with them at least 4 or 5 times.
All right.
And not saying he would remember me, but you know, I'm like, he wouldn't remember me. He works with a billions of people, you know.
Yeah.
And so so then I was like, I went and I did the one last piss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I understand that joke in Zoolander where, you know, the dad, you know, Jerry Stiller is in the restroom and he's happy that he's finally doing that last urination. You know what I mean? And so I did it, and then I got to my seat. 2 minutes later, Oasis hits the stage, and it was a great time. And I
It was coming up roses for you that day.
all roses, all roses. But as you know, every rose has its thorn.
Nice segue. Nice.
I walk out, and
Perfect.
And what I love about this phone too is I knew this was gonna be a thing. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna remember where I fucking parked in the sea of people. How do I do this? And I figured it out. I guess there's a thing on your phone where you could drop a pin and say
Yeah.
this is where I'm at. So I did that. I dropped it right at my parking spot, and then I was able to go to the stadium, and it worked out because Maria was there with her boyfriend Daniel, and she needed a ride. And I go, meet me at my car. Here's my location. I was like, this is gonna be cool. I'm like, let's see. And so I waited for her, and oh my god, 90,000 people to leave all at
Hmm.
once. What a disaster! What a disaster that is. I didn't mind, the concert. I didn't mind anything, but that was, you know, that's where that upgrade came through because I was like, fuck, if I hadn't got that upgrade, that $75 ticket plus the $75 parking fee. Oh, what a fucking racket. I was like, I
Yeah.
was like, I was like, I need to do like how I do at home and park 3 miles away and just ride my bike in, you know? But I'm not familiar with the
I mean,
area.
ultimately, I mean that $75 was well worth the fucking. I mean, in the spectrum of how that night like came together.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Everything just came on top, came through, and the way it all just kind of meshed, totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. And I'm not mad at it, I'm
Yeah.
just you know, I was just like, "Oh man." But anyway, um so then they met at the location perfectly. It was so perfect. And so then we began our trek towards the exit. Oh my god. It took us just to get out of the parking lot, and like I want to say an hour. An hour. It was hell. It was sheer
Well, you
hell.
remember when we went to the game? We
The
went
Charger
to
Charger game?
the Browns Chargers game. Like we just waited. We just said fuck this. We're just like we're not gonna wait in that line. We might as well just wait till it's all gone.
Yeah, yeah. Which is what I should have done, but I had the gift and the curse of the Sunday was I had to be up at like 5 in the morning, for work, and
Yeah.
so that was the tough part. Which is why I didn't want to do a Sunday, but everything just kind of lined up. And by the time I drop them off, and then I make my way home, I didn't get home till like 1:30 in the morning. And then you're all like jazzed up from the concert and everything like that. So I didn't really fall asleep till like 2:30, and then 2 hours later here I wake up and I go to work. But was it worth it? Yes, of course it was. Of
Has
course.
to be.
Is this something that I could do all the time? No.
I don't think anybody should. Well, I mean, I can't say that. I know a lot of people that go to a lot of concerts. Like you go, you're probably the second most concert going person I know. Like I have a friend who goes, like he went to Frisco to watch the Grateful Dead. He'll go all over.
Yeah, I'm not there yet in my life. I like local concerts, The farthest concert I went to was just that Lionel Richie concert, but it's Lionel Richie, you know. Yeah. And I think that was it. And then the second farthest was I went to San Diego to go see Mana and Santana perform when they were performing like that Supernatural tour and stuff like that. So that was worth it. That was worth it because they had that one song together, Corazón Espinado, that just released, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I'm not mad at that, but yeah, I have another Sunday concert coming up that I got a free ticket to, and it's to see the Descendants, who I've never seen before, and that'll be interesting. I and the worst part is I wish I could take a Monday off, but Mondays at work are like the most important day, and they're like, we they always ask if you can, don't take it off. They're like, we really need people that day.
See, that's another reason why I like being the independent contractor. Like, there is no, you can't take a day off. Like, if I want to take a vacation, I can take a vacation. Not that I'm not, I don't have to be, I'm not told what days I can and can't take off. Like, they're my days. If I earned my PTO, I should be able to take the PTO when I want it. It's your job to compensate, like, to cover me for the days that I need to take off.
Yeah.
I don't know, just kind of bitter about shit like that.
Yeah, but we have a small team, and you know what I mean. So it's really anybody that takes a day off, regardless of the day, it's hurting. It's hurting. We had somebody that just had a medical emergency, and they had to leave, and they threw me on the grill. They didn't physically throw me. They're like they wanted me to cook. Oh my god, what a but that you know what? I gotta say that's when I do well, is when they just it's a sink or swim situation.
Yeah.
And usually I do pretty I don't say I do good, I do decent. But I love when, like, people are like, "Oh, can I get this?" "No." And I just tell them no. I'm like, this
No.
is my first time doing this. I'm not gonna" somebody asked for, like, a wanted me to make a burger with, like, a lettuce wrap around it. I go, "No." Go, "No." I'm like, "Dude," I'm like, "This is my first time doing this shit." Like, no.
You hit him with the old cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. So you get it, cheeseburger Pepsi.
Well, no, it's really this is my first day. You know what I mean? Like, you get a, "This is my first day, you can't do that." Like, not today.
You look at your boss like you're asking me to do this. You want me to do this. You can't do it. You want me, who hasn't done this, to do this.
Alright.
See how this shit fucking turns out.
It turned out okay. It turned out okay, but that was lunch. Then they asked me to do the breakfast. That was a disaster. Lunch was okay, breakfast was a disaster. Because I don't know if you know this, and I don't even know if you know, but there's like 1,000 ways to make eggs, right?
There's a good amount.
And
Sunny
I don't
side
give a
up,
fuck.
fuck it
Yeah,
over easy, all that shit. Yeah.
I have no idea what I don't even think people know what that means, okay? I wanted
They
I
just order it. I don't know what the fuck it means. I got it once. I get it again.
yeah, I had somebody, say that they're like they ordered something, they're like, "Don't make it heavy." And I go, "What does that mean?" They're like, "Heavy." I'm like, "I don't get what that means. Explain that to me." And all they kept on saying is, "Just don't make it heavy." I'm like, "I have no idea what that means." And then they got frustrated with me because I was frustrated with them, you know?
But like, what did they order? Like, let me know so we could try to
It
like
was
get this. What do you mean? Don't make it heavy.
grilled ham and cheese.
Grilled ham and cheese. So maybe not a lot of butter or not like one slice of cheese. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So no butter. You want mayo? One slice of cheese. I don't know.
She goes, "Just make it." Like, I'm like, "Good."
I surrender. I think I surrender. Just fucking make me a sandwich.
Oh yeah, that's been the week. That has been that had been my week. They're just throwing me in holes and stuff like that. I'm just filling in, covering, doing what I can. But how are you with them throwing you into things that you like? I mean, I cook at home, so it's like not that it wasn't doable, because I do cook at home, but like the grill is a very fast pace, and when I cook at home, it's very leisurely, very just to make an omelet, it'll take me 15 minutes. You know what I mean? It's very just
Yeah,
slow.
I see. Here's the thing. I think the part of why I never went into the food service industry is because I don't want to be held responsible for that kind of stuff. Like I know how I want my food, and I would hate to like fuck somebody else's food up. Like in my jobs, like if you throw me into something else, all right, it's like I'm here because something happened. I'll figure it out. Like I get the gist of what the job is, so I'll just go with it until if I fuck up once, it's like I know I won't do that again, type of thing, right? I think it's much easier in my lines of work than that. Like I would be like, yeah, I'd be like you, like fuck, like how do you want to scrambled or overeat? Like, oh damn it, like they want like some bullshit. I hate being in charge of people's Subway orders. Because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, like this and just only half of it. Like, dude, pick the shit out. Just pick it shit out.
The best I can
I
say,
hate sandwich orders. I hate sandwich orders.
I have to sometimes I get put on the deli and I can't stand it. I can't, because they're like, "Oh, I want this and this and this. Could you put a little bit more of this?" And I'm like, "Fuck, dude!" Like everyone's just so particular about their food, and
Yeah.
it's annoying. Where me, I walk in, I'm like, just give me your whatever. What do you want in it? Just that.
Yeah. I feel like I'm super easy with like with my Subway order. I don't go above and beyond. I'm not asking for like the fucking separate sauce and all this shit. I'm like, dude, I don't even want my bread toasted. Like just put the fucking meat on it, put the vegetables, mustard, get me out the fucking door.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll get a little eccentric with my with my bread. I'm like, "Do you have sourdough?" "No." I'm like, "Then give me wheat." "You don't have wheat?" "Then white." Easy. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Checklist.
Yeah. Have you ever had Ike's and the Dutch Crunch bread?
No,
If you find somewhere that has Dutch Crunch, it's a very good bread. I can't explain it. It's just a very good bread. I would recommend it.
I don't know. Sourdough is my default. You just can't go wrong with sourdough. It's perfect.
I mean, sometimes sourdough just is too hard. It's like if you don't get the bread like fresh, then you get that kind of like overly tough, tough exterior on a sourdough, and it kind of takes away from the sandwich for me. And maybe that's just me.
I think it is just you.
Well, fuck me then.
Because you're not toasting your bread, okay? That's why. Sourdough has to be toasted. It just has to be.
Does it?
It does. I think that's in the Constitution. I think it's in one of the
I,
amendments or something like that.
I mean, I like a sourdough like bread bowl. You don't toast that.
No, but it's already soggy inside, and it's a bread bowl. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I see where you're going
Whatever.
with that, but no, but no.
Yeah. Like I said, uh, no, yeah, no, fuck that. I stay out of food services. I like what I do.
Yeah, and I mentioned this earlier, but it's worth kind of reanalyzing going in. 9/11 just happened, the anniversary of that, and I gotta say, you know, 9/11 is taking kind of what the bombing of Pearl Harbor is like. You know, for us, we weren't there, and every December was December 7th. You know, they say something about it, and then just kind of go over it. But like, I kind of feel like 9/11 is coming to that point as well, where we recognize it, and then we just kind of like move on from it.
I mean, what's it been? 24 years? 24 years. Um, I don't know. It's like I'm hard pressed because obviously, like us on the West Coast, we weren't impacted like people there. So it's nice of remembrance, but like after that, it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas, and then all right, Christmas is over. You know what I mean? You can put so much time into it and effort into it, and for some people, it means a lot more. I do remember where I was when it happened. I was sleeping, you know, and when the time comes, I do remember that. I remember like the situation of how it happened, of like hearing the news. But then we have to live our lives after the fact because it's been 24 years. So you take the day to remember, and then you got to go into the next memories you're making for the next day. Does that sound shitty?
No, no, no. It sounds very, age. It sounds very old. It sounds like you just don't get it. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
You
But I
don't
will.
get it. Okay.
Just kidding. But you know what? I will say this: nobody ever talks about 9/12. Okay, which was the day that all of us were all in this shit together. It was a day that every American was proud to be an American. Everybody was fucking the flags were flying high. We were all like a team, you know? And
How far we've come.
right, which is exactly, which is, 24 years later, and we couldn't be farther from that day than ever. And
Yeah.
it's a bit saddening, um that of what that event did past and present. So um just some food for thought for everybody out
Yeah.
there that's you know that's listening, our tens of billions of listeners. But sports, ladies and gentlemen.
Sports. Here's something. And it's obviously it's gonna be the main focal point of sports. Your boy retiring.
We have two boys retiring. We
Who's the
have
second? I know Kershaw. Kershaw's the big
yeah,
one I hear. I mean,
and
from when I.
right, and Kopitar from the Kings the same day. I wonder if they called
Sorry.
each other. I wonder if they called each other and they're like, "I'm thinking about retiring. Me too. Should we do it together on the same day?" Like sometimes in my
Okay.
head, it goes down like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what transpired. Um, I'm not a big Kings guy, so I can't speak on that. I'm not a big Dodgers fan, but I know baseball more than hockey. So, as a Dodgers fan, are you okay with it?
I'm fine with it. It is definitely an end of an era. Look, 18 years as a pitcher, you have far stayed longer than most pitchers, and that is a lot on your body. I was thinking he was going to end last year. You know,
He should have ended 3 years ago
he should have
when he
ended
had the.
2020 actually when they won, but they still kept him around. So he's had a long career and he's like one of the very few players to stay with one team. And it is what it is. It's going to be really weird not seeing him pitch. And this is what pisses me off the most. Okay. Is his last game to pitch is on Friday and it's on Apple TV. These fucking streaming services have got to be taken down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is bullshit. Just for that game, they should allow LA to be able to watch it on regular TV or something. This is a once in a lifetime, once in a generational uh, occurrence that happens in sports for a local team, and there should be some sort of something in the contracts about something like that. I don't know. I'm pretty pissed about that.
I get it. I agree with you in regards to like the ability to fit everybody. Like they should be streaming it on ESPN. You know that type. Remember, like sometimes they'll have that like, oh, this game's too big. We're gonna fucking switch it over because it's just the capacity of it. I agree with you. I'm sorry.
I'm like, that's the reason why I paid. I actually paid money for the Dodgers channel just so I can have it. I'm not pirating. I'm not doing any of that bullshit. I did it so I can watch the majority of games, and this is just one of those games where I'm just like, fuck these motherfuckers right here. But
Bastards.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, definitely end of an era, and hopefully the Dodgers. I know they're going to get to the postseason, so maybe Kershaw will hopefully get some a few pitches and willingly, you know, he rides off to the sunset with another championship under his belt. But we'll see. This team is not built like last year's team. Um, it's definitely an interesting team. I don't know. We'll see what depth they have. Everybody's getting right. We're gonna get this guy Roki Osaka, who he got injured like at the beginning of the year, and he's back in rehab, and so he's been doing some AAA work, getting ready. And speaking of
Yeah.
which, pretty sure you didn't know this. The Dodgers just got another AAA team out in Ontario.
Single A.
Single A,
Single A.
single A team.
The the Tower Buzzers.
The Tower Buzzers. Did you see the logo? I
I saw the logo.
love it.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You know, I wish that major teams did more fucking shit. Like we need better team names. You know, Trash Pandas, Tower Buzzers. You know, it's fucking fun. It's cool. Fucking Savannah Bananas and shit.
Yeah, it's cool, but that's all meant for the lower leagues. This is
Why?
ML.
Make it fun.
This is baseball. This is major league. Okay.
It's like the Dodgers. Like the Dodgers actually shouldn't be the Dodgers anymore. The Brooklyn Dodgers made sense.
Actually,
Now it's
they were the Trolley Dodgers. That was their original name.
that was the point because they were dodging trolleys to get to the
Yeah,
stadium.
and then they
Yeah,
just cut it to just Dodgers, and then it just kind of
it's like the Lakers. It made sense in Minneapolis. Doesn't make fucking sense in LA.
well, because all the lakes are dried up because of global warming. Duh.
How many lakes do we have in Los Angeles?
There's Lake Rivers right next to SoFi Stadium, 17 miles away from anything. That is a Philip Rivers joke for those of the very few that are Charger fans. They're the only
Depends.
ones. We were the only ones that understand that joke and how brilliant it is. How brilliant. Speaking of Chargers, by the way, oh my God, I call the season off. Let's just cancel the season. Let's just go out on top because I'm already excited. I'm already like waiting. I'm waiting for everything to just fall apart.
The other shoe to drop. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Are you guys home this weekend?
We are home this weekend. This is my first home game of this season. I usually make
Of
it.
this season.
I usually make it to one or two games a year, but again, we've talked about this before. This is my first time going for the entirety of the season. I'll be there all 8 games. Um, and it's already bittersweet because in order to go to the game, I have to miss the morning game, which is the Rams and Eagles, and I really want to see that. So because I think it's gonna be a good game. So I'm like, man, if I go to a game now, I have to sacrifice morning football for afternoon football. And even when I do afternoon football, I'm only watching my team, which I don't mind, but I just invested in a third TV. A third TV, David Macias, and it looks fantastic.
Yes, 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 yes. I was asking because I didn't hear from you. I'm like checking out your care. Yes, with my third TV. I'm like, congratulations.
Well, people are having their third babies, and I'm having my third TV. So my second TV I love, okay? And I get the middle child syndrome, okay? Because my first TV, that I got is amazing. It's my first love. And then my second TV, it's great, but it's small and it was for what that was for that era. But I was trying to watch football and baseball on that small TV, and it was fine. It was okay. It was cool for what it was. But then I got this like 40-inch TV to watch because right now we're falling into that weird season of baseball's going to be on and football and everything else. So I'm like, "Oh my god, I want to watch everything." And so I got this new TV and it was a steal, dude. 40 inches for $20. I couldn't believe it.
It literally was stolen.
it I didn't ask any questions. I didn't ask any fucking questions.
Where did you get this TV?
Okay, look, look. Th- I I've been such a shill for Facebook Marketplace. Like that's the only reason why I'm on Facebook. And I couldn't believe it. And it said 4 miles from your house because sometimes it'll give you like not the location, but it'll be like it's only 4 miles from your house. And I'm like 4 miles from my house, $20. I was like, oh my god, all right, let me
So
see.
walking into a trap.
Yeah, so let me check. And then, I get a hold of the guy and he got a hold of me like within 10 minutes. Cause usually it takes like a day or an hour,
Yeah.
fucking forever. So it's always like a crapshoot. But this guy was like, yes, come right. He's like, when can you come? I'm like, right now. And he's all right, it's yours. I'm like, I'm on my way. And so as I'm putting it in my the coordinates of my thing on my phone, it's saying 25 minutes away. I'm like, I'll be there in 25 minutes. Oh, and I'm like, yes. Jump in my car, drive down there. So here in
Four
the
miles in 25 minutes seems a lot.
that's LA.
That's LA 4 miles.
Yeah, that's in LA 4 miles. But it's all street. It's all street. So
Yeah.
but here's the catch. Okay. So here in the greater Los Angeles, Inglewood area and Culver City and all this, they're starting to do this thing where they close down streets and let people bike around like within I forgot how many miles, but it's like 20 miles or something like that. I forgot how many, but they
God
let
damn.
people just bike around and they close off one street. And lo and behold, they were doing that in his neck of the woods. And I couldn't get to him. The streets were fucking blocked. What was 25 minutes was really an hour. But I was like $20 for a 40-inch TV. I have to.
I have to.
I have to. And so, I'm talking to the guy. I'm like, dude, they closed off the street. There's some biking thing going on. I'm like, but I'm trying to figure this shit out. And he's like, all right, cool. So so I finally get him, and then I go, he's like, do you want to test it out? I'm like, we ain't got time for that. I'm like, just throw it in. I'm like, I go, I know where you live, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, if shit's wrong, I'll let you know. And I gave him the money, and then I had to figure out how to get fucking home from there. It took 3 hours. It took 3 hours, but I got a 40-inch TV for $20. But the other thing was, so I get home and I put it where I think it would go. But here's the other caveat to that: it's super low. And I'm like, fuck, I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, I need either uh uh what are those like mounts? A wall mount?
Uh-huh. Well, I'm out.
I'm like, but I'm not really that confident in my wall mounting. I had my brother wall mount my my TV, but that's only because it's like 65, 70 inches. And
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta bring in a pro. So I had my brother do that. And and that was his gift to me for my moving thing. So that happened like 3 years ago or whatever. And so I was like, fuck, I gotta get a wall mount. I'm like, I ain't got time for that shit. So then again, I go to Facebook and somebody's selling a really tall table for $20. I can hit the hey, is this still available? Yep. Go and I get it. So all day it was just spent like making this whole thing work. And so now where everything's at, it's perfect. And there's even a little bit more room. So get this. If I want to watch 3 football games all at once, 2 on regular TV, 1 on my special TV, I can. Plus, there's room on that table to put my laptop and stream the Dodger game. So I could be watching up to like 4 things all at once. If I really was determined and really felt like going into sports Narnia.
I mean, it's a win. You've been winning a lot lately, sir. I'm super happy for you.
But David, 4 TVs, I could be watching 4 sports all at once. I mean,
Yeah.
before the mark of a man was, his car, or his clothes. I think like the mark of a very successful man is how many TVs you have.
Yeah, that is a thing. It is a thing.
Did I make that up, or is
Um,
that really a
I mean, most people have one in their living room and one in the bedroom. You have four in your living room,
thing?
ready to go.
But this is this
This is your
tanking.
kingdom.
It is. And I texted my brother. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna go out and meet anybody or like leave my house. I'm like, why? I'm like, I can watch. And this is my only gripe is sometimes I go to a place and all they have is football on, and I'll be like, but there's the Dodger game. They're like, sorry, football only, and I get pissed. And I'm like, but I want to watch the game. I'm like, yes, I do want to watch this other stuff, but I want to watch the game. And so sometimes I'm just kind of, shackled to what everybody else wants to watch. But when I have 4 TVs at my disposal, it's like I get to watch all the things that I'm interested in.
Yeah, it's hard when you go somewhere. So there was a, it's at the BJ's in West Covina, right? I'm talking. This was way back when I was still talking to my family. I was I was I was at BJ's with our listener Norman and my brothers, and on the small little TV they had the football game going. I think it was a Monday night, right? It was Giants and Browns. And at the exact same time, I think it was the playoffs and it was the Cardinals and Dodgers. The entire restaurant's watching all these big screen TVs of the Dodgers. The Browns score a touchdown at the exact same moment. I think the Cardinals pull like a double play. We start cheering, and everyone starts yelling at us. We're like, "What the fuck? Fucking watching the game?" So I get what you mean. Like you want to watch something and like something else is going on. Like I get what you're watching. I'm over here.
Yeah. So, but this all goes into now that I have season tickets for the Chargers. Like I'm gonna be missing a lot more sports, and I love my team, but at the
But
same
that's
time, I'm
only
like,
you're only missing 8 weeks of the football season because when
yes,
they're away, you get to stay and watch all the sports.
yes. But there's one Sunday night game and one Monday night and one Thursday night game. So I'm really missing 5 weeks, I want to say, of
Yeah,
of sports.
yeah. I feel like you're talking like a spoiled brat right
I
now.
am. Spoil me more.
Yeah, any more sports? Actually, I'm very anti-sports this weekend. Like one, I was thinking there's a meme where like, are you ready for football this weekend? And I don't know if you ever seen like the Johnny Depp talking to the little kid meme when the kids crying. Anyway, I'll send it to you on the side. But basically, it's like the Buckeyes are on a bye this week, and I'm a Browns fan, so it's like what is there to be excited about? It's sad, but it's true.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. You could be a Dolphins fan. And I can't believe what's going on. They're already calling for the coach's head.
Yeah.
They've lost 3 games.
What?
And I'm like, dude, this
But
coach
this is
salvaged this fucking team these past 2 years. 0-3 isn't that bad. And now if
but
they go,
it's a carryover. It's a carryover from last year. Like last year, they had high expectations and that didn't meet. So now they're starting off even worse. And it's like for me, I actually like the Browns coach, but this is his last year. It's plain and simple. This is his last year because they're gonna go like damn near fucking 2-15, and you can't keep a coach if you keep on a losing record. Just plain and simple. Now it was partly management's fault for the fucking Deshaun Watson trade, but you know you can only do what you can do.
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Dolphins. And not only that, they signed, Tua Vanalua. Hopefully I didn't mess up his name too bad. To a long contract when we don't even know if he'll be able to even finish that just because he's so prone to the
Injury
concussions.
prone, yeah. Injury prone, yeah, yeah.
So
It's tough. It's tough.
I get it. I mean, I like the guy, I want to see the guy succeed. And this is where sports and management, come together and sometimes are very divisive because we want what's good for the player, but what necessarily is good for the player isn't good for business,
Yeah.
and it's really tough. It's such a balancing act that you have to
I
do.
I always go back to Kobe Bryant. Like in his last couple of years where he was just hurt and wasn't playing and like they gave him a big contract, big 2 year contract instead of trading him, and it did nothing for the Lakers. There was nothing because nobody wanted to come play with him. I mean, this as big a great star as he took all the shots. He was quite selfish actually. People can talk about his greatness and what he did. Yeah, he did, but he was a very selfish player, and he kept that selfishness even in his later years. And it was like the Dodgers handcuffed themselves. They couldn't sign other talent. They couldn't bring people to play with them. So you were not going to win. You're just paying him a shitload of money to lose for a couple seasons. So you know that's kind of what happens. Like you said, you kind of give people like, here, I'm going to give you this money because you've done this for us, but then you're hurt and now we're fucked. Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but you have Flacco, but you got Flacco, so
Oh yeah. I
for
mean,
for
I love Flacco, but he's like 40. He's 38. He's the Kershaw of fucking the NFL right now. It's like playing well past your life.
yeah, yeah,
The only person keeping up at an old age is LeBron James. LeBron James is the only like sports player that's still playing at a level where he's still better than half the league at his age. You're not gonna tell me that there's there's fucking 20 people better than LeBron James, and even though he's 40 something.
yeah. And it might end up he might get his other son. And it might be
Yeah,
all three of them for like playing for the Lakers. Like, holy shit!
yeah. I really think that's what's gonna happen. I think his son's gonna play 1 year. He's gonna come out. When whatever team has LeBron's gonna draft him. And he's like, I played him with both my kids. I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, interesting. One last thing, unless I miss anything else in sports, Notre Dame 0-2 start, still top 24. Still top 24.
I don't get it. I don't get it. They should not be in the top 25. They should not at 0-2. You should not be ahead of a 2-0 team. You should be out of the top 25. You can play yourself back in, but you shouldn't be there. That is BS. I'm sorry.
The luck of the Irish. You know what I mean? What can I say? So I'll be interested
Oh,
to see what'll happen this week. Um, you know,
who are they playing?
who are we playing? I don't know. I'll look on my phone. I always look on Saturdays. I'm like, oh, who are we playing? And then I'm a fan. Am I a Rabbit fan? No, but I am. But I'll watch anytime they're on TV. I'll watch
Yeah.
them and I'll see what's going on, and we'll see. Let me look at my schedule, if you will. That's what I love too, is you could download the calendar of your team, and then you just have like everything all at your fingertips. Okay, Purdue.
Ooh, that's a very winnable game for you guys.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
The
Purdue.
Boilermakers.
Mhm. And yeah, it's gonna be a busy Saturday. Uh, for football, we got Notre Dame, and then at 4 we have a preseason Kings game, and then around 6 ish, Dodgers, Giants. Great day for sports. Great day for
Yeah.
sports coming up. Did I miss anything else in sports?
No, I mean nothing that sticks out too much.
Okay. Last call for topics. Okay, wait, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our sports segment. Um,
And we stuck to sports. Wow.
well, we veered off for a bit with the TV
Oh, we did the TV.
discussion,
The TV.
but I mean TV
Yeah.
and sports. I mean those two are hand in hand. I think.
Hand in hand, hand in hand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. Childhood trauma.
Great segue, David. You say I'm
Great
good at
segue.
segues. You are.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, I recently saw a post and they were talking about how kids nowadays couldn't handle the trauma that we grew up with. And I'm just talking about cartoons.
I I
Like,
I saw that post with the Transformers, right?
yes, yes. I
Yes.
was like, and I even put a post on there like I was more hurt at Optimus Prime dying than finding out Santa wasn't real. And I laughed because he's like, dude, kids nowadays, they're never gonna like fucking blast Patrick or SpongeBob. But we all our favorite Transformers got blown out in one movie, and it was like I just lost like everybody. I was 6 years old, man. I was 6 years old when he died and went gray, and I was just like,
Do we all go great when we die, Mom?
yeah, right. Is that what I turned? How I turned? So I was just like, it's true. I mean, we had chaos back when we in the 80s and shit, man. We like people died left and right, and we just had to accept it. Cartoons nowadays, nobody's fucking died.
Yeah, what they killed one of the Joes, right? Not Flint, but the other guy.
Duke, well,
Duke.
Duke almost died in that, but they actually came out with a new one. I don't know if you've seen it. Um, GI Joe. It's like it was like a mini series, right? Like 10 episodes, and they did kill like Bazooka and fuck yeah,
Is
they killed
was it?
like Bazooka and shit.
I got to see this. Where is this a cartoon?
Yes, it's an animated series. I will look it up and I'll send it to you. I
Yes.
can't remember what it was. Yeah, but you need to watch it. Like they killed some people, and I was like, holy fuck, they actually killed GI Joes in this.
Speaking of animated series, you were talking to me about this. Have you seen it? The Demon Slayer.
I did. I watched it this Wednesday. I just watched it on Wednesday. I went to IMAX. I sat there and I read everything, and yeah, it was it was good. It was good. It was a great fight. There was a very big backstory into one of the into it, uh, but overall, it's a setup because it's supposed to be three movies. It's the arc is three separate movies. So this is not going to be done till like 2028, maybe 2029. Um, I did realize that one, I enjoyed watching it on the big screen, but two, I don't think I'm built for being in a movie theater anymore.
You
Like
mean
it's very rare.
is it because you're too tall? The seats are not
I,
like for you, or
it's that people bug me and irritate me because they won't fucking shut up. Like some people are talking. Like I spoke out in a moment because it was like holy fuck, right? But like somebody was like talking, and then somebody's fucking alarm was going off. And I get it, you forgot to turn off your phone. I'll give it to you, but like it kept going. Like you shouldn't get past a second ring. Like when it was an alarm. Like turn that motherfucker off. You know it's you. So so it's kind of like that. Like I was just like, and I realized that I spent $20 for my ticket because it's IMAX and tax everything. I was like, I could just rent a movie on fucking Amazon for $20 and love it in the comfort of my own home. I can go to 7-Eleven, give me a Slurpee to compensate for the icy, and I don't have to. I sometimes I feel obligated to get popcorn, and I like it, but I can make my own popcorn. And I can shoot it up however I want it, as opposed to just butter and salt. You know what I mean? I can add way more shit to it. So, although I loved watching the movie, and if you're a Demon Slayer, if you've followed Demon Slayer, go watch it. Um, but from here on in, it's gonna be very rare where I go to a movie theater. Like I don't think I'll watch it that there again. I think I just loved it at like in the comfort of my own home.
did you go to a chain, or did you go to like where'd you go?
The chain. I went to AMC.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It
See,
was empty. There was maybe 20 people in the entire fucking IMAX theater.
20 people, and it had just
Well,
happened
because
to
it
be
was
the
it was
most.
subtitled. It was subtitled, and it's because everybody kind of congregates towards the middle. You know, I had a space between me and like a family. They were fine. It was like when people first got like there, like people, the girls behind me were like giggling, and I thought they were like high. So I'm like, great, this is gonna be fucking a pain in my ass. And then some people sat in front of me, and that was the guy that was talking, and I was like, why are you talking? Like, are you fucking drunk or high? Like, that was like, now I'm just like, you're ruining this for me. I'm gonna fucking slap you upside the head. I know I'm a 45-year-old man watching anime in a movie theater, but I will still beat the fuck out of you.
Now,
I will slap the shit out of you right now.
if you've never, like, I've never even heard of this Demon Slayer or anything like that. Um, could you go in cold into the movie?
No, no, no. It is not a standalone type of thing. Um, I mean, no, I would say no because you really have to understand the characters. Like it didn't set up characters for you to learn a character. It just brought like the characters in that you already knew and just kind of it followed what the storyline was. So, you know, it's not a standalone whatsoever.
It's nothing like K-pop Demon Hunters, where they,
No, but there was no series for that. There was no that you had to, now they're gonna have a sequel to that apparently, I hear.
it was good.
But I
I
heard, I
heard, I
heard. I
heard,
want,
I want
I
to
want to
watch
watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna download it and watch it on the flight over to Denver.
it. It was pretty good. I had to find out what all the fuss was about. That's all right.
Yeah,
Uh,
but there's like no movies like Superman just came on HBO Max, so now I can watch Superman on HBO Max.
yeah.
Uh, I think 28 years later is coming out either today or tomorrow on Netflix, so I can watch 28 years later. So there's stuff that I can watch. I was going to rent. Now that I'm back in this idea, like instead of going to a theater, I was planning on renting the last Mission Impossible. It's $6.99 right now. You can rent it. So I go, that's a good price. I can fucking watch the movie and finish off the series that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked it better than the last Mission Impossible. Personally, I've been going to the movies. I just saw the one with Zoe Kravitz. What was it called? Like it was called like what was it called? It was like an indie movie with her, and the only reason why I was going, oh, caught stealing, and the only reason
Oh, it looks fun.
it's fun. It is an ensemble cast. There's a lot of people in it,
Yeah.
and but like it's like softcore porn, dude. I'm like, dude, they're showing like Zoe Kravitz and stuff, I was just like, I like Zoe Kravitz, and I'm like, but I'm a little uncomfortable watching. Granted, I was the only one in there, so
Oh, it's. I mean, have you look at it and going back to like '80s trauma, right? We there was a lot. I feel like there was a lot more nudity in the '80s movies than there is now. Uh, I was like Porky's and stuff like that. You were seeing like full on nudity like at 5 years old, and you're like just had to like take it.
yeah,
Or like, uh, so I mean, getting into like to porn was like it was just like a simple
right,
transition from fucking
right,
the movie you watch into like, oh look, this now I see actual penetration.
yeah. Then I saw another movie with Aubrey Plaza in it. It was an indie film too, and these two both had like very graphic like sex scenes in it, but not like too graphic. You know what I mean? It's a hard R,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
type
yeah.
graphic. And I've just been like, oh my god, like cinema is a little raunchy right now, but
So you're
you
like,
know, it was what it was. I saw the Spinal Tap Part Two, and it just felt, and of course I saw it because I'm a music guy, but
yeah,
it just felt like it was just a bunch of just little skits, you know what I mean? And some hit,
yeah.
some didn't, so it was a 6 out of 10.
Uh, Honestly, right now, the only thing I'm excited for moving forward is Spaceballs 2.
You're not excited for the Leonardo movie that's coming out? I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
The one where he's trying to save his daughter from what his wife did and all this stuff
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
No, that not no. I'll wait. I'll wait till no, like, it's at home on streaming.
Okay, I kind of want to see that. And then Roof Man, you know, I want to see that too, about the true story about a guy that lived inside of a Toys R Us for
Oh,
like a
I
year till he
saw that.
died.
I'll wait. I'll wait till it's on streaming.
Yeah, I won't. I have
I'll wait
nothing
till on
better
streaming.
to do. I have
I
nothing
wait
better
till
to do.
streaming. I'll wait till streaming. It's hard. Like I wanna go on a movie date with the wife. Like let's go watch a movie because you can drink in the theater and just enjoy a
Yeah.
movie. There's really nothing out like we can both agree on. Like we should go spend our time there.
No, Downtown Abbey. Downtown Abbey just came out. The Last of the Abbey.
Punch in the face. The Last of the Abbeys. No, I didn't watch the first of the Abbeys. I don't need the Last of the Abbeys.
You mean she didn't go with you to watch Demon Slayer Hunter?
Oh yeah, no. She's not reading for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of like a odd thing for me too. I'm like, do I feel like reading for 2 hours? Because usually I'm fully in the snacks. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: it's like the movie is like 2.5 hours, right? And the only IMAX they had to watch it from the English dub was at 10:15 at night. And I'm like, I'm not coming out of this movie like at 1 in the morning to fuck because I don't want to read. I watched the movie at 3:15, got home, had dinner, and old man shit.
Yeah. There's the long walk that's out that I want to see, that I've been hearing good stuff about as well.
I see. I'll wait till that's on and I can rent it. I think it's actually it. You can rent it now. I think it's like already like $25, or that's a pre-order. That's a pre-order, I think.
Mm. I'm on the fence about him. I've been hearing horrible things about it.
Yes, I it looked intriguing, but I've also been hearing like it's not as good as like the
As the
trailers make it
trailer.
out to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, and that's kind of like sad. So because it's
Yeah. I heard
I've
Marlon Wayans did a great job, and I'm a big Marlon Wayans fan.
yeah, yeah, that for me is a selling point as well. I really dig Marlon Wayne, so
Yeah.
we'll we'll see. I don't know. This weekend, I was thinking about going to the movies because I have like a little playtime in between everything, but I just might not. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. But next week is the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, so I'm kind of wanting to see that.
Is
So
it Crapio?
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's his nickname, right? Leonardo DiCaprio. You know,
I haven't heard that. I mean, sure.
really? Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, but I'm not saying his movies are crap. They're all great. I'm trying to think of any bad Leonardo movie that he's in. I mean, I love The Departed. Revenant is The Revenant. Um, he was super
I think
annoying in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Um,
I mean he played the role right.
He's fucking nice.
I think you know what movie gets underrated. I don't even think you can get the movie anymore because of what the context was. But Basketball Diaries was he was phenomenal in that.
Yeah, I believe um, what's it? Rosario Dawson was in that, I believe. Um,
I don't. Uh, I know there was Mark Wahlberg was in it. Uh,
a lot of people were in that movie.
yeah,
There were no
yeah,
names at the time, but then kind of became
yeah,
names. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm intrigued to see. It's been an odd Leonardo world that we live in. He picks the right projects. He's one of those guys where, like, if he's in a movie, I'm like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He usually picks something intriguing, which
Yeah.
is why that new movie with him coming out, I'm like, okay, I'll see it. He's in it, so he wouldn't be in shit. So,
Yeah.
give him
Benicio del
some,
Toro, like Benicio del Toro. So you know, yeah.
yeah, for sure. Any last topic? Are we kind of
No,
through it all? I
I'm
for
good. I'm good.
I forgot to.
We're running long on this one. We are running long on this one.
Yeah, we are. I know. I gotta. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Um. Yeah. We'll hold off the our other stuff for till we meet again, which is probably what in like
3 weeks, maybe. I'll
maybe.
we'll discuss. We'll talk. I'm sure we're friends. We'll talk before that.
Yes. 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 We definitely will. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of the
Sticking with
pod.
us.
Yeah, for this. We will get to it when we get to it. And for more information on anything we discussed, feel free to email us or slide in the DM. All of our links are on drinkstowardsby.com. If you want to click those subscribe buttons, tell a friend, share the link, like help us grow, essentially, we would really appreciate it. And thanks for tuning in. So, last.
No.
Nope.
Final cheers.
Final cheers. Last cheers. Final cheers.
Final cheers. Uh, cheers to the men in their castles, all their TVs and all the sports. To the guys just getting by on the weekends. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers. And my cheers is not to get too political, but is going to Jimmy Kimmel. He now has time to watch all the sports.
He has time to
So
listen to us.
yes, yes. He's always saying, I just never have time, guys. I just never have
Yeah,
time. So now's your time, Jimmy, to
now's your time.
to listen to us. He's a local figure here in Los Angeles. He does a lot of good for the community. He does like Fiesta San Gennaro, and he gives back to the community that he's a part of. And so for that, that's he gets a cheers for that. He does practice what he preaches, and
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers to
cheers.
him and freedom of speech.
Well, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this fantastic edition of Drinks to Words by David. Kick them out, por favor.
Thank you, everybody for joining us. Stay strong. Have a good weekend. Peace.
Later.